What's good, everybody, and welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesday with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a new video. And you might as well go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get right into today's topic. I came across this clip of Young Miami on an interview speaking on her relationship with her group member JT. Now, a lot of people had a lot to say about it. It's not a viral clip, but for some reason I felt like I wanted to talk about it because it's something that we all have either experienced or will experience one day. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
When the City Girls album just dropped and it didn't do too well, and we was just like trying to do our press run, you know, the whole rollout of the album was just so bad because we was just in two different spaces. You know, like we older now, and it was just like she was doing her own thing. She on the West Coast, I'm in Miami, I'm doing my own thing, and I felt like naturally when she doing her own thing, it just worked for her, and when I'm doing my own thing, it worked for me. But when we get together as a group, it just wasn't connecting. Like it just wasn't working no more. So I think we both was at a point where we was just like, we probably should just do our own.
Right.
But that was the point for me.
Now, in this video, clearly, Young Miami expressed that she feels like that they are just in two separate spaces, and this is why their album didn't work and wasn't as successful as their first album. She just feels like they're in two different spaces. And a lot of people in the comments were very like iffy. There were some people that were completely understanding that they have grown apart, and there are some people who feels like Miami just thinks she's better than JT, and how JT put her on, and JT's relationship with Uzi came in between them, and Diddy's relationship or whatever situationship or their agreement, contract, whatever it is that they got going on. Everybody feels like this came in between their relationship. And I don't really want to talk about JT and I don't really want to talk about JT and Miami. I more so want to speak about growing apart, outgrowing people. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Is it okay to outgrow a friend or a relationship, whatever it is? Is it okay to outgrow someone and go your separate ways? Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop my 2 cents in on the situation. I'm not a huge City Girl fan. I do like some of their music. It was very obvious, you know, when they first came out. JT was in jail. Young Miami was out here holding it down, and she was the face of the group. She became the face of the group after a while. She was the one that was doing the interviews and networking and this, that, and the third. So a lot of people, I feel like, kind of knew her more than they knew JT. Once JT came out and they was able to come together and perform together, you know, a lot of people were already showing favoritism to Young Miami because that is who they grew to know. That is the fan base she created for. I believe her intentions was the group, but realistically, it was only one person out here getting it. No shade to JT. Is it possible their relationships, the status of their career, is it possible it has put a strain in between the two young ladies? Absolutely. It could have been a number of any of those things. I'm sure when they started out, and from the comments, because I don't know, a lot of the comments were saying that Miami didn't really want to be a rapper. She just kind of like held it down for her friend, and JT was the one who was into the music. And I think you can kind of see that. Young Miami is not the best rapper, and she seems more like a socialite than a rap artist, while JT seems to be more focused on the music. Regardless of the fact, it is very clear that these young ladies have outgrown each other. They are in a whole different tax bracket now. When they first came out, when they were friends growing up wherever, their mindset was different. Their lifestyle was different. Their mentality was different. Now that they are in a position of money, fame, I don't want to say power, but power it changes things and it changes people. And I don't think that they dislike each other, hate each other. I think they just sometimes don't work. And that's okay too. I've been working in childcare for years. I have developed many friendships over the years with different co-workers. Some that I love and adore. Would I necessarily want to work in a classroom with them? Not all the time. Because some things just don't need, business and friendship and relationships sometimes just don't need to mix. But to take it back to outgrowing people, I think it is absolutely okay to outgrow someone. I think it's a part of life. It's something that happens. None of us remain the same. None of us are the same people that we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Raise your hand if you had the same friend for over 10 years. Not too many. Not too many can say that. And if they are your friend over 10 years, do you talk to them every day? Do you chill with them every day? Do y'all still do everything together? I can't speak for everybody, but I'm going to speak for myself. Yes, you outgrow people. You are not the same person that you were at 10. You are not the same person you were at 20. You are not even the same person you were at 30, depending on your age. You grow. Your mentality changes, the way you live, the way you think, everything changes. And if you're not changing, baby, something is wrong. You might want to go seek help, because life is about growing. Every day you get another chance on this earth. Every day you are learning something new. You are exposed to different things. You should be evolving as time goes on. And sometimes your growth may not look like your friend's growth, may not look like your girlfriend or your boyfriend's growth, may not look like your wife or your husband's growth. It happens. It happens. You can marry someone 10 years down the line, y'all become two totally different people. And those two people may not necessarily like each other anymore. It sounds harsh and fucked up, but it's the reality. I have friends 10 plus years, 20 plus years. Do we speak every day? No. Do I hang out with them every day? No. I still love them. When we do see each other, it's like no time has been lost between us. And I like it that way. But I know the reality is they are living completely different lives from myself. When my friends started having children, I don't have children. That is where, the division started. Everybody was going on their own path. A lot of things that they would talk about, I couldn't relate. I'm not a mom. I'm not a parent. I don't know. If they want to do family fun things, I may not necessarily want to do that because I don't have any kids. I want to go turn up. I want to go have a drink. I want to do that. So you do this. You end up parting ways. Relationships. You could be with someone so long, and sometimes, listen, and shout out to those who manage to make things work over decades, and you go with the flow, and it's not impossible to take different paths but still be united, but sometimes it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, and it's okay. To me, it's okay. One thing is guaranteed in this world: nothing lasts forever. And it's unfortunate, but it's just the reality of something. And some people change, some people don't, and you don't necessarily want to surround yourself with certain things sometimes. I've had friendships, relationships that went on for decades, and we outgrew each other. Everybody went on their own path. Certain things just didn't work. Certain things that you were okay with, you're no longer okay with. Certain things you were down to do before, but now you're not so into it. It's just, it's all about evolving. And if these two young ladies feel like, hey, we're better separate than together, that's their business. It doesn't mean they hate each other. It doesn't mean they're enemies. Doesn't mean they beefing. It just means we've outgrown each other. We can no longer work together. Doesn't mean they'll never make another album, but they have created a platform for themselves where they can still do their own thing. They don't necessarily need to lean on each other anymore. It's called life, goddammit. You outgrow people. You outgrow clothes. You outgrow beds. You outgrow shoes. You outgrow everything. It's just a part of life. Sometimes it just doesn't work. And you have to meet people where they at. All right, this is how you moving now. This is how you think. All right, so I know how to move accordingly. And I'm going to take no offense to it. Because people get offended. Oh, you don't talk to... Personal. I ain't going to go off. But I'm just saying, like, people got to understand. Everybody is going through something. Life be lifing, okay? And everybody got a story. Everybody is going through something. Everybody has their ups and downs. Ain't none of us perfect. And people have to understand, because they move a certain way doesn't always necessarily mean it's something personal towards you. And that could be with anything. Your man, your girlfriend, your best friend, whoever. That could just mean that they are in a place in life where they now have to start operating a certain type of way in order to seek happiness, in order to seek peace. Some people who are in shambles and can't find peace, can't find happiness, they can't even pour into themselves. How the hell you expect them to pour into you anymore? You understand? Like, it's just life, baby. We grow, we outgrow. It is what it is. And you get what you get. Nah. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Have y'all ever outgrown a relationship? Is it okay to outgrow a relationship? Does that mean you hate the person? Does that mean you dislike the person? Does that make you a mean person? Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. And as always, I thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys go and support this beautiful Black author here. My 2 books, Inherited Dysfunction Part 1 and Part 2. The links is in the description down below. It's available on Amazon.com as well as BarnesandNoble.com. And it definitely talks about relationships and outgrowing people and, you know, starting off one way, ending a whole nother way. A lot of that is in these books. So make sure y'all go out and support pretty, please. And don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. Everything will be in the description down below. And Jenny is out. What?